42 ballots,
What's that?
absentees.
No, ma'am, we have 45 we processed. That is not right.
Okay, so
We
45.
processed 45, there's
45.
one of them is a provisional, they did not provide ID.
Okay.
45, one's a provisional.
So,
Somebody did not update the thing,
tomorrow,
yeah.
where's the paperwork on the absentees?
In the back room, in the,
Okay. I'll have my laptop back tomorrow. I'll run the absentee report and see who's missing.
okay,
I'll go check it off.
yeah. Everything is, well, Bob still got the paperwork laying out on the table, because they gotta sign off on the DS-200, and they gotta sign the, I think they signed the back of all the voter rolls, and then they gotta sign the tapes.
Okay.
Take the string down?
I made a mistake,
Well,
so just jump off and then go back in, you'll see a new one.
Oh, I shared your string, so.
I brought this because last time I couldn't.
I had some ideas.
Hey, Chris, how you been? I ain't seen you around.
I've been on the, oh,
He says he's finally leaving us alone.
I know. I think it. What? I promised her 4. Okay. All right, keep after it. Oh, look, I got a couple of these too. Little Jesuses.
Yeah.
They were at Turkey Trot. We were selling tickets for the Legion, and the lady next to us was a Christian, and they had little bags, and they had all these little Jesus in them. And as the parade went by, they were throwing the bags to the kids on the thing, and one of the bags was on the floor, and the trailer ran over, and I said, "They ran over Jesus." The lady next to me in the religious thing said, "Oh no, they ran over Jesus." Well, let me go work the crowd a little bit. I didn't see my buddy Dennis. Did you see Dennis there?
I see Dennis there.
Whip up on him.
Hey Gary, when are we gonna
just let me know if you take your string down.
Well, Bob's running.
There should be a new one up now.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hannah's over at the church.
They'll have them here
That one
just as soon
shouldn't
as
take
they
Bob's
close
doing
it.
the
So we have to drive them over here, they're not here yet? Okay. Okay.
Well, Bob's over with the absentee crowd doing that, so they'll probably be first.
Yeah, you know, they won't let us hit close polls on the early vote till right at 7:30. So I told them, leave everything else, just get me that stick first and then they can go back, so.
You would think they'd let you process those, like, right at 7:30, but let's go since we had to restart the stream. Adam, send it to me, please.
I'm gonna be on those elections when they come. Briarcliff,
Oh, gosh.
be on those.
That's been a fun area.
Heather Loftus, Sammy Raycraft, Becca Zerka joining you live from the Baxter County Courthouse as we run through the election results tonight. Just going to give you a little update on what we're expecting here tonight. It looks like the absentee ballots will probably come first, and then the early voting numbers will come after that. They cannot bring they call it the stick, jump drive, but they can't bring that over with the early voting numbers until the polls close at 7:30. So Baxter County Clerk Candace Reese is going to bring that over from First United Methodist Church, and that'll give us those early voting totals. Once again, in terms of voter turnout, 4,778 early vote numbers, and it looks like a total voter turnout of 7,933. Those numbers are provided by Election Commissioner and KTLO Weather Watcher.
That's right.
Yeah, Gary,
very good.
appreciate
Very good.
Gary and everything that he's done for us. Hey, let's go through, of course, the Baxter County races that we're looking for results tonight. Big Sheriff's race again with the 3 candidates vying for Baxter County Sheriff, Baxter County Judge with Kevin Liddy running for re-election and being challenged by Eric Payne. The Viola School District They have one school board seat that they're going against, Derek Winter and Craig Batterton. They have a ballot issue. Sammy, can you talk a little bit about the ballot issue for?
Yeah, the ballot issue is for create a new district from the former Stone County district. They're looking to establish the Timbo School District. So that's one, and that actually you're going to see that on a lot of different ballots in the crossing counties, because I think Stone County, I believe, is also with that.
There's a little corner.
Yep,
Yep.
and possibly Fulton County, I think. It all is at that corner of that school district. So, yep, they're working to put that together.
Several JPs on the ballot tonight here in Baxter County. Again, District 2, Mike McDonald, the incumbent. Tia Peters, the challenger. District 3, Rick Steiner, the incumbent, being challenged by Jay Sabella. District 3, Bob Nault, the incumbent, being challenged by Brian Aids. District 9, Cameron Davis, the incumbent, being challenged by James Baker. And District 11, there are two challengers there. Of course, that seat is currently held by Eric Payne, running for Baxter County Judge, so that seat will be vacated at the end of this year. Tom Canta and Danny Woods challenging that. Over on the ballot in Marion County, the Community Center ballot questions, voters will decide two separate sales tax proposals related to a proposed Marion County Community Center just south of Yellville. It's located there, Highway 14. If you turn, it's right before, in 235, you've seen the sign that's put up there. A proposed 41,000 square foot facility. Planned features include aquatics area, gym, banquet hall, meeting rooms, and a walking track. There's two different ballot issues when it comes to the community center. 0.50% sales and use tax, which is temporary, and be intended to build the proposed community center, and would fund $16.5 million in bonds.
And that's temporary. Yes.
Temporary.
Yep.
And then a permanent sales and use tax, 0.25%, intended to maintain and operate the community center and other community park facilities. Both questions appear separately on the ballot, and the ballot choice was for or against each measure. Marion County will elect a new county treasurer tonight. Cindy Mueller and Amber Knowles are going against that. And JP races for District 9.
Yep, we got John Rosenthal and Miles Whelan.
Fulton County Sheriff's race, Jake Smith is the incumbent, seeking a second term, being challenged by Michael Eaton and Wendell Lane. For County Judge, Heath Everett and Jeremy Langston both going. Fulton County will elect a new county judge tonight. County Assessor Carrie Long is the incumbent, being challenged by Jerry Barnes. County Coroner Tom Doty and Michael Thomas Rimby. Constable Township 1 Clay. Really should have practiced some of these names, Sammy, before we
Clay
went live on the air. I apologize if I'm butchering any of these names. Vernon Short and Jim Griffin. And for JP District 6, of course, this is in Fulton County, Marjorie Rogers, the incumbent, and Angela Goodman. School board races, Mammoth Spring School Board Position 4, Christopher Moore and Joe Flynn. Viola School Board Position 1, Derek Winter and Craig Batterton. Highland School Board Position 2, Conway Spurlock, Jason Rhodes. So, in the city of Mammoth Spring also has a special election issue tonight.
Yep, and it has to do with annexing certain lands along Highway 63 south there. So voters will weigh in on the approval of Ordinance 2025-06. Over in Boone County, they're looking to select a new sheriff also, as current Sheriff Roy Martin has decided to not run again. Mark Forsey and Tim Robertson face off for that.
Lots of Arkansas statewide races we're looking at again tonight. For U.S. Senate, the Democratic primary, Hallie Schaffner and Ethan Dunbar vying for the Democratic ticket, and then Republican primary, the incumbent Senator Tom Cotton. He faces two challengers, Micah Ashby and Jeb Little. There's been a lot of talk in statewide newspapers and communication on that, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes. Two challengers for governor on the Democratic ticket, Senator Fred Love, a state senator from Little Rock, and Suffolk Mays, a business owner and former Walmart executive. Of course, Republican Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the incumbent, seeking re-election. There's no Republican challengers to that. Secretary of State, the incumbent Cole Jester, appointed in 24, is not eligible to run for a full term. Three candidates vying for that: Senator Kim Hammer, Kathy Hardin Harrison, the Miller County judge, and Brian Norris. A lot of people expect a runoff in that race tonight.
We'll be watching that one, yeah.
Lots of text messages about that race. I don't know if anybody received the texting campaign that was going on with that, but a lot of text messages about that. Along with that, Arkansas Supreme Court position, Arkansas Associate Justice Position 3, Justice John Adams, being challenged by Nick Bronny. And Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jesters, the current Secretary of State. He's running for this position and being challenged by Christian Olson, a real estate investor. No Democrats currently filed.
We met Christian at the event in November here
Yep,
in Mountain Home.
He was. Again, we're looking at a total voter turnout here in Baxter County tonight of 7,933. Looks like they might be bringing in the absentee totals. So we had a total of 45 absentee ballots and 1 provision. So they'll go ahead and announce that. We have a microphone up there with Gary.
That's right. Yep. We'll get Gary here.
Stand by. Gary's going to announce these totals for us again. This is Baxter County absentee. Listen in.
Do it. Yeah. Don't get used to it. Okay, we've got the results from the absentee. There were 45 ballots accepted. 1 is a provisional for no ID. This is my first time reading in this order. We'll start out with Republican Senate. Micah Ashby, 5. Tom Cotton, 25. Jeb Little, 5. Republican Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 9. Kim Hannemer, 10. Kathy Hardin Harrison, 14. Undervotes, 2. Republican Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 18. Christian Olson, 16. 1 undervote. Republican County Judge, Eric Payne, 10. Kevin Liddy, 24. 1 undervote. Republican County Sheriff, Brian Davis, 15. Henry Campfield, 8. Mark Hollingsworth, 12. Justice of the Peace, District 2, Tia Peter, no votes, sorry. Justice of the Peace, District 3, Rick Steiner, 2. Jay Sabella, 0. 1 undervote. Justice of the Peace, District 7, Bob Nault, 1. Brian Aids, 4. Justice of the Peace, District 9, James Baker, 0. Cameron Davis, 1. Undervotes, 3. Justice of the Peace, District 11, Danny Woods, 3. Tom Canta, 1. Constable District 1, Douglas Stevens, 2. John Pate, 0. Constable District 8, Tyler Brown, 0. Bobby Hicks, 1. 1 undervote. Constable District 11, Tony Brissell, 0. Frankie Baker, 3. 1 undervote. Moving to the Democrat ticket. For Senate, Ethan Dunbar, 1. Haley Softner, 9. Governor, Supra Mays, 2. Fred Love, 8. Supreme Court Justice, Position 3, John Adams, 21. Nick Broney, 22. 2 undervotes. Okay, let's see, school. No votes on the school tax. Four residents doesn't matter. Mountain Home doesn't matter. Okay, we got a race in the Viola School District for position 1. No votes. No votes.
Again,
And
Sammy,
the Mountain View School District, no votes. That's it.
let's run through some of these votes that Gary Smith, the election commissioner, just announced. Again, this was absentee ballots for Baxter County Sheriff. Henry Campfield, 8. Brian Davis, 15. Mark Hollingsworth, 12. Again, absentee ballots. Baxter County Judge Kevin Liddy, 24. Challenger Eric Payne, 10. Justice of the Peace, District 3, incumbent Rick Steiner, 2. Challenger J. Sabella, 0. JP District 7, incumbent Bob Nault, 1. Challenger Brian Aids, 4. Justice of the Peace, District 9, incumbent Cameron Davis, 1. Challenger Jim Baker, 0. JP District 11, Tom Canta, 1. Danny Woods, 3. Again, those are the absentee ballots and the totals. It looks like the early voting might be coming soon, and that will be a big number as well. 4,778 voters voted early, and then we had 3,155 today.
Wanted to talk a little bit about what an undervote is. We keep saying him talk about what an undervote is.
Yes, because I passed you a note
Yes.
and said, what's an undervote?
Yes. we're very sneaky over here, but it's when a voter makes more than one selection.
How do you do that with the screen technology? How does that work?
I don't know the answer to that.
I don't either. That's a great question for.
Undervote is when they make no selection, and
No
overvote is when they vote for more than
Okay.
one, and then that would not count.
Okay.
So the undervotes is when they didn't choose
They
anything.
made no selection in that race.
Gary Smith has a live mic tonight,
it's
and
good to have him
he
there.
may never relinquish the microphone tonight. So I am all for it. More totals coming in as we speak. We're waiting on those early voting numbers. Baxter County Clerk Canna Reese has joined the party. She's been over at the First United Methodist Church. Here come the totals for the early voting.
Early voting results in from the First United Methodist Church. Again, starting off with the Republican Senate race, Micah Ashby, 411. Tom Cotton, 3,590. Jeb Little, 284. Undervotes, 144. Republican Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 1,541. Kim Hammer, 1,502. Kathy Hardin Harrison, 954, with 432 undervotes. Republican Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 2,811. Christian Olson, 1,150, with 468 undervotes. Republican County Judge, Eric Payne, 1,522. Kevin Liddy, 2,826, 81 undervotes. Republican County Sheriff, Brian Davis, 1,817. Henry Campfield, 560. Mark Hollingsworth, 2,015, 37 undervotes. Republican Justice of the Peace, District 2, Tia Peters, 175. Mike McDonald, 248, 37 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 3, Rick Steiner, 263. Jay Sabella, 72, 22 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 7, Bob Nault, 235. Brian Aids, 216, 32 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 9, James Baker, 174. Cameron Davis, 236, 21 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 11, Danny Woods, 178. Tom Canta, 156, 19 undervotes. Constable, District 1, Douglas Stevens, 215. John Pate, 105, 46 undervotes. Constable, District 8, Tyler Brown, 297. Bobby Hicks, 167, 65 undervotes. Constable District 11, Tony Brazel, 153. Frankie Baker, 157, 43 undervotes. Democratic ticket, Senate, Ethan Dunbar, 66. Haley Schaffner, 234. Democratic Governor, Sufra Mays, 73. Fred Love, 225, 5 undervotes. State Supreme Court Associate Justice 3, John Adams, 1,450. Nikki Brony, 2,750. 573 undervotes. I'm going through a lot of the school taxes because there's really for or against makes no difference. There's no change in millage. Okay, Viola School Board, position 1. Derek Winter, 20. Craig Batterington, 17. 4 undervotes. For the Mountain View School District, isolated school district, ballot question 4, 5, against 0. And that's it.
All right, let's run through those numbers again for you. This is the early voting totals here in Baxter County, a total of 4,778 early votes for Baxter County Sheriff. This includes absentee plus early voting as we stand. Henry Campfield, 568 votes. Brian Davis, 1,832 votes. Mark Hollingsworth, 2,027 votes. Henry Campfield, 13%. Brian Davis, 41%. Mark Hollingsworth, 46%. The number you're looking for tonight, a candidate must reach 50% plus 1 vote to win this outright. If it is less than that, we go to a primary runoff election that will be held March 31st. For Baxter County Judge, total votes, again, absentee versus early. Baxter County Judge Kevin Liddy, 2,850 votes, 65%. Challenger Eric Payne, 1,532, 35%. JP District 2, incumbent Mike McDonald, 248 votes. Challenger Tia Peters, 175 votes. JP District 3, incumbent Rick Steiner,
263 votes.
265.
265 total. Now,
265 total. Challenger Jay Sabella, 272. JP District 7, incumbent Bob Nault, 236. Challenger Brian Aids, 220. JP District 9, incumbent Cameron Davis, 237. Challenger Jim Baker, 174. JP District 11, Tom Canta, 157. Danny Woods, 181. Again, recapping, Baxter County Sheriff totals. To date, this is absentee versus early. Henry Campfield, 568, 13%. Brian Davis, 1,832, that's 41%. Mark Hollingsworth, 2,027, 46%. Again, we still have...
Okay, the results for First United Methodist Church today,
This is election day from First United Methodist Church.
We'll go again with the Republican ticket. For Senate, Micah Ashby, 101. Tom Cotton, 784. Jeb Little, 71. 27 undervotes. Republican Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 351. Kim Hammer, 316. Kathy Harden Harrison, 205, with 111 undervotes. Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 616. Kristen Olson, 252, 115 undervotes. County Judge, Eric Payne, 358. Kevin Liddy, 593, 32 undervotes. County Sheriff, Brian Davis, 366. Henry Campfield, 153. Mark Hollingsworth, 456, 8 undervotes. Justice of the Peace District 2, Tia Peters, 45. Mike McDonald, 80, 7 undervotes. Justice of the Peace District 3, Rick Steiner, 46. Jay Sabella, 23. 4 undervotes. Justice of the Peace District 7, Bob Nault, 42. Brian Aids, 34, 11 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 9, James Baker, 31, Cameron Davis, 33, 2 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 11, Danny Woods, 32, Tom Canta, 27, 5 undervotes. Constable, District 1, Doug Stevens, 23, John Pate, 17, 6 undervotes. Constable, District 8, Tyler Brown, 73, Bobby Hicks, 51, 27 undervotes. Constable, District 11, Tony Braswell, 24, Frankie Baker, 28, 12 undervotes. Moving to the Democratic ticket, for Senate, Ethan Dunbar, 24, Haley Schaffner, 63, with 1 undervote. For Governor, Sufra Mays, 22, Fred Love, 66. For the Associate Justice, Supreme Court Associate Justice position, John Adams, 368, Nick Broney, 594, 121 undervotes. Mill, school mill. For the Viola School District Board, position 1, Derek Winter, 1, Craig Batterington, 3. And for the Mountain View School District, no votes for or against.
All right, let's recap again. That was the Election Day results from First United Methodist Church. That was the largest voting center vote total. So we have a total, let's do some math,
Okay.
Sammy. We had a total vote of 7,933. We have already accounted for the early vote total of 4,778. We just went through the Election Day totals from First United Methodist Church. That was 1,088. That leaves 2,067 votes left to tally. So that's where we're at. They're coming from 10 different election centers tonight. So we got about a little over 2,000 more votes to count tonight. Totals so far: Baxter County Sheriff, Henry Campfield, 721 votes. Brian Davis, 2,198. Mark Hollingsworth, 2,483, for a total vote of 5,042. What's the difference? I'm going to run the judge. Sammy, tell me the difference in that sheriff's race if you can do some math for me.
Okay.
Baxter County Judge Kevin Liddy, 3,443. Challenger Eric Payne, 1,890 votes.
What do you need now? I'm sorry.
That's okay. So I was looking at the vote total between Davis and Hollingsworth in the sheriff's race. So we're looking at doing math live on the radio. That's always dangerous. We got a vote difference of 285 votes right now in the Baxter County Sheriff's race. Again, vote totals: Baxter County Sheriff Henry Campfield, 721. Brian Davis, 2198. Mark Hollingsworth, 2483. Baxter County Judge Kevin Liddy, total 3,443. Eric Payne, 1,890. That's a 65-35 break. JP District 2, incumbent Mike McDonald, 328 votes. Challenger Tia Peters, 220. JP District 3, incumbent Rick Steiner, 313 votes. Jay Sabella, 295. I don't need a calculator for that. That's an 18-vote difference right now. JP District 7, incumbent Bob Nault, 279. Challenger Brian Aids, 258. JP District 9, incumbent Cameron Davis, 270. Jim Baker, 205. JP District 11, Tom Canta, 185. Danny Woods, 216. Let's go to the constable races. District 1, Doug Stevens, 240. John Pate, 122. Constable District 11, Tony Brazel, 177. Frankie Baker, 188. Viola School District, Position 1, Derek Winter, 21. Craig Batterton, 20. Isolated School District ballot question, 4, 5 votes against, 0. Again, let's recap some of those votes. Sammy?
Baxter County Sheriff Henry Campfield at 721 votes, or 13%. Brian Davis, 2,198 votes, or 41% of the vote in so far. Mark Hollingsworth at 2,483, 46% of the vote. And for Baxter County Judge Kevin Liddy at 3,443 votes, 65% of the vote in. JP District 11 Eric Payne is at 1,890 votes, or 35%.
For our listeners in Marion County, we don't have any results yet yet to report, but we're working on those as well. So we're get those to you as soon as we can. Again, we have 10 election centers left to tally votes from. We're looking at about a little over 2,000 more votes to come. We've got another jump drive coming in. They call it a stick. It's a jump drive.
It's a jump drive.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a jump drive. Probably
Nothing's
learned.
connected to the internet here.
No,
We're learning
they're-
a little bit about that.
Yeah, Lindsay's got a computer that's not connected to the internet, and that's part of protocol as well. And we're tallying the votes. I'm not sure which center this is coming from, but we'll get that to you. It's not. Okay,
Okay.
she's going to have to upload to the state. They got to report to the Secretary of State's office. That sounds like a good time for us to take a break. You're listening to live election night results on the stations of KTLO Classic Hits in the Boot. Heather Loftus, Sammy Raycraft, and Becca Zerker. We'll be back with more results.
You say I'm on XML.
We locked columns, that's all we ever had to do.
Putting the mics up slightly. Not theirs, ours.
How you doing? Oh, y'all got branded bags now, huh? Here we go.
Adam, we're
Adam.
going back.
Right now. Looks like they have brought the stick in from Eastside Baptist Church. We had 554 Election Day ballots cast there today. So that is probably, real quick, that was our second highest vote total on Election Day per location. So we'll wait for them to insert
And
that
like you were
information.
saying earlier, we still have about 2,000 votes to go
Yep.
total to come in.
Let's run through these numbers real quick, and I'll stop talking when Gary takes it over. Baxter County Sheriff vote totals. Henry Campfield, 721. Brian Davis, 2,198. Mark Hollingsworth, 2,483. Baxter County Judge Kevin Liddy, 3,443. Challenger Eric Payne, 1,890. Now we go to Election Commissioner Gary Smith with Election Day totals from Eastside Baptist Church, looking at, again, another 554 votes.
Okay, the unofficial results from Eastside Baptist Church, again, starting with the Republican ballot. For Senate, Micah Ashby, 49, Tom Cotton, 390, Jeb Little, 38, 16 undervotes. Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 213, Kim Hammer, 140, Kathy Hardin Harrison, 93, 47 undervotes. Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 314, Kristen Olson, 133, with 46 undervotes. Republican for County Judge, Eric Payne, 186, Kevin Liddy, 294, 13 undervotes. County Sheriff, Brian Davis, 163, Henry Campfield, 88, Mark Hollingsworth, 239, 3 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 2, Tia Peters, 15, Mike McDonald, 16, 4 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 3, Rick Steiner, 3, Jay Sabella, 4, 3 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 7, Bob Nault, 50, Brian Aids, 51, 8 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 9, James Baker, 18, Cameron Davis, 29. Justice of the Peace, District 11, Danny Woods, 15, Tom Canta, 18, 2 undervotes. Constable District 1, Douglas Stevens, 2, John Pate, 3. Constable District 8, Tyler Brown, 53, Bobby Hicks, 28, with 8 undervotes. Constable District 11, Tony Braswell, 10, Frankie Baker, 23, 2 undervotes. Democratic ticket for Senate, Ethan Dunbar, 6. Haley Schofner, 51, 2 undervotes. Democratic Governor, Sufra Mays, 14. Fred Love, 42, 3 undervotes. State Supreme Court Associate Justice, Position 3, John Adams, 196. Nick Broney, 298, 61 undervotes.
That's what's on.
Oh, did I miss the school board, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Viola School Board, position 1, Derek Winter, 1, Craig Batterington, 0. And for the isolated school district ballot question, no votes. It's east side. Where is it east? Does it matter which way I roll it up? We know it goes in east side, right?
Again, let's run through those totals. Baxter County Sheriff's Race, Henry Campfield, 809. Brian Davis, 2,361. Mark Hollingsworth, 2,722. That's a 361 vote differential. We have 1,513 votes left to go tonight. We have counted absentee, early voting, Eastside Baptist Church, and First United Methodist Church. Those are of course, Eastside and First United Methodist Church were your biggest vote totals for the day and all of your early voting numbers. Again, let's take it from the top. Baxter County Sheriff, totals so far, Henry Campfield, 809. Brian Davis, 2,361. Mark Hollingsworth, 2,722. Baxter County Judge Kevin Liddy, 3,737. Challenger Eric Payne, 2,076. JP District 2, incumbent Mike McDonald, 344. Challenger Tia Peters, 235. JP District 3, incumbent Rick Steiner, 316. Challenger Jay Sabella, 299. JP District 7, incumbent Bob Nault, 329. Challenger Brian Aids, 309. JP District 9, incumbent Cameron Davis, 299. Challenger Jim Baker, 223. JP District 11, Tom Canta, 203. Danny Woods, 231. Constable District 1, Doug Stevens, 242. John Pate, 125. Constable District 8, Constable Tyler Brown, 423. Challenger Bobby Hicks, 247. Constable District 11, Tony Brazel, 187. Frankie Baker, 211. Viola School District, Derek Winter, 22. Craig Batterton, 20. For the isolated school district ballot question, a new school district in the territory that formerly made up Stone County School District to establish the Timbo School District, 4-5. Against, 0. And again, and now we have our statewide races. Sammy, do you want to run through some of those?
Well, yes, I can take a look at those. Sorry, I was looking at
Sorry,
the
I
actual
pitched it to him too quick.
I'm looking for results right now. We're still waiting for results for Marion, Fulton, Boone County, and Stone County to start coming in. State Supreme Court Associate Justice, position 3.
Sammy, I'm sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you. We've got Cotter now that's coming in. Election Commissioner Gary Smith is going to give us those totals. Didn't mean to interrupt you, but
No,
I
you're
don't think
fine.
Candace snuck in on me, so
Ladies
I
and
didn't see.
gentlemen, I do want to inform you can follow along at ktlo.com. We have a live election results sheets that you can follow along and see the data being entered in real time.
We have really smart people who know how to build really cool spreadsheets. This lady right here, I am not the person who did that. Again, Election Commissioner Gary Smith with the vote totals, Election Day totals from Cotter.
Maybe.
Yeah. You're killing me, Gary.
They're killing me.
There's so much buildup. So, again, let's recap some of those numbers before we go through Cotter. Baxter County Sheriff, we've got a current vote difference of 361. Henry Campfield with 809 votes. Brian Davis, 2,361. Mark Hollingsworth, 2,722.
He's got a ticker tape parade setting up over there.
These are zeros. I'll hold I do have results. Okay, Cotter results from the, let's start with the Republican ticket for Senate. McAshby, 18. Tom Cotton, 118. Jeb Little, 13, with 4 undervotes. Republican Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 53. Kim Hammer, 64. Kathy Hardin Harrison, 25, 11 undervotes. Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 98. Christian Olson, 46, 9 undervotes. County Judge, Eric Payne, 68. Kevin Liddy, 85. For County Sheriff, Brian Davis, 57. Henry Campfield, 26. Mark Hollingsworth, 69, 1 undervote. Justice of the Peace, District 2, Tia Peter, there are no votes for JP District 2. For JP District 3, Rick Steiner, 4, Jay Sabella, 0. District 7, Justice of the Peace, Bob Nault, 0, Brian Aids, 1. Justice of the Peace, District 9, James Baker, 1, Cameron Davis, 2. Justice of the Peace, District 11, Danny Woods, 3, Tom Canta, 4. Constable District 1, Doug Stevens, 2, John Pate, 4, 1 undervote. Constable District 8, Tyler Brown, 3, Bobby Hicks, 2. Constable District 11, Tony Brazel, 1, Frankie Baker, 4, 2 undervotes. Democratic ticket for Senate, Ethan Dunbar, 2, Haley Schoffer, 13. For Democratic Governor, Sufra Mays, 2, Fred Love, 13. For the State Supreme Court Associate Justice, John Adams, 65, Nick Broney, 93, 11 undervotes. For the Viola School District, Position 1, Derek Winter, 2, Craig Batterington, 1. For the Isolated School District ballot question, there were no votes, and that's Cotter. Yes, ma'am.
All right, getting the results in from the Cotter Voting Center at this time.
Yeah, but no, ma'am, they do not.
Again, those total results. I think it's safe to say at this point, Baxter County Judge Kevin Liddy has been reelected for another term. He's carrying the ballots with 64%. Eric Payne, the challenger, with 36%. We've got about 1,898 votes left to count tonight. Currently, County Judge Kevin Liddy has 3,822. Challenger Eric Payne has 2,144. Again, let's recap those totals from the top. Baxter County Sheriff's Race, Henry Campfield, 835 votes. Brian Davis, 2,418. Mark Hollingsworth, 6,044. We're standing at a current vote differential of 373 votes in the Baxter County Sheriff's Race. We have 1,898 left to go. JP District 2, incumbent Mike McDonald, 344. Challenger Tia Peters, 235. JP District 3, incumbent Rick Steiner, 320. Jay Sabella, 299. Did that have Cotter in it? Those numbers look the same. I'm sorry, okay. JP District 7.
Yeah, there was no votes on that second district from Cotter.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
JP District 7, incumbent Bob Nault, 329. Brian Aids, 310. JP District 9, incumbent Cameron Davis, 300. Jim Baker, 225. JP District 11, Tom Canta, 207. Danny Woods, 234. Election Commissioner Gary Smith now throwing things at the microphone.
Thank you.
Again, you can follow along with all the election results on ktlo.com/election central, listening on the stations of KTLO FM, Classic Hits 101.7, KTLO AM 1240, and 99.7 The Boot.
And do want to report we are following counties around our listening area, and especially on the Secretary of State's website. And there's not any results that have come in. And we also have direct links to those courthouses, and we haven't received those yet. So our man at the station's been keeping an eye on that. We're getting those figures as soon as we can. I know a lot of folks are watching Marion County also tonight, and Fulton County.
Marion County and Fulton County, we're still awaiting any information there. Maybe the AP could get us some information. The AP man here sitting here shaking his head, no, I cannot. So we're doing our best. We'll get that as soon as we can. Again, if you look at the Secretary of State's website, I mean, they don't have any statewide turnout on
There's
no
nothing
information.
on the site at this time. I keep refreshing it and checking it. Folks, you can also check that out by going to our results page at ktlo.com.
Yeah,
It's
there's
the
a-
statewide races tab. You
Yeah,
can
click
go
on that link to the
Yep.
statewide races. It takes you right to the Secretary of State's website. It can take you there, but it doesn't have any information to look at just yet. So
Yep. Well, we're continuing to watch and wait for things to come in.
all right, update from Marian County. They're just now bringing the equipment in, so we should be getting some results from Marian County here shortly as well. I'd like to thank all of our listeners, everybody texting us some comments tonight. It's been a lot of fun. We got the Boone brothers tuning in. We don't usually sit on this side of it. This is their forte. They think that we need to have a Manning cast next year and let them handle some play-by-play on the election,
We need to
alternative broadcast.
set
If you're
them up a
not
little
familiar
booth.
with the Manning cast on Monday Night Football, you have the option to watch the regular programming, or
Right.
you can watch.
Is there any rules on that, or do you think we could do that? We'd have to look into it.
We're making it up as we go. We might
That's
as well
right.
do whatever we want. So Brad, Tobias, Barkley, and the boys, and Spencer, all
Let's
of
put a
them
plan
now.
together.
So,
Yeah.
there you go. Anybody can stream. Again, we're at the bottom of the hour, just about 8:30 tonight. Polls have been closed in the state of Arkansas for 1 hour now. Let's roll through some of these races. Again, totals as we stand for Baxter County. We so far have the absentee ballots. We have early voting, Cotter, Eastside Baptist Church, First United Methodist Church, and totals so far. Henry Canfield for Baxter County Sheriff, 835. Brian Davis, 2,418. Mark Hollingsworth, 2,791. Looks like Midway is coming in as we speak. Baxter County Judge, 3,822. Challenger Eric Payne, 2,144. JP District 2, incumbent Mike McDonald, 344. Challenger Tia Peters, 235. JP District 3, incumbent Rick Steiner, 320. Challenger Jay Sabella, 299. JP District 7, incumbent Bob Nault, 329. Challenger Brian Aids, 310. JP District 9, excuse me, I think I said I meant District 7 earlier. JP District 9 this time, incumbent Cameron Davis, 300. Challenger Jim Baker, 225. JP District 11, the seat that will be vacated by Eric Payne. Tom Canta, 207. Danny Woods, 234. Looks like the results are coming in from Midway. We had 164 Election Day ballots cast there. Turn over to Election Commissioner Gary Smith.
Okay, unofficial results from Midway, starting again with the Republican ticket for Senate, U.S. Senate. Micah Ashby, 18. Tom Cotton, 129. Jeb Little, 8. Undervotes, 4. For Republican Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 65. Kim Hammer, 54. Kathy Hardin Harrison, 27. 13 undervotes. Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 100. Christian Olson, 41. 18 undervotes. County Judge, Eric Payne, 71. Kevin Liddy, 84. 4 undervotes. County Sheriff, Brian Davis, 54. Henry Campfield, 32. Mark Hollingsworth, 71. 2 undervotes. Republican Justice of the Peace District 2, Tia Peters, 13. Mike McDonald, 36. 3 undervotes. Justice of the Peace District 3, Rick Steiner, no votes for District 3 JP. Justice of the Peace District 7, Bob Nault, 1. Brian Aids, 2. Justice of the Peace District 9, James Baker, 2. Cameron Davis, 0. Justice of the Peace 11, Danny Woods, 1. Tom Canta, 0. Constable District 1, Doug Stevens, 36. John Pate, 20, with 11 undervotes. Constable District 8, Tyler Brown, 2. Bobby Hicks, 0. Constable District 11, Tony Brassell, 0. Frankie Baker, 1. Moving to the Democratic ticket. For Senate, Ethan Dunbar, 1. Haley Schofter, 4. Democratic Governor, Sufra Mays, 3. Fred Love, 2. State Supreme Court Associated Justice, position 3, John Adams, 45. Nick Brony, 105, with 14 undervotes. There were no votes for the Viola School Board, position 1. And there were no votes for or against the isolated school district ballot initiative. Midway.
Recapping those figures for you this evening, ladies and gentlemen, Henry Campfield for Baxter County Sheriff is at 867 votes. Brian Davis is at 2,472. Mark Hollingsworth at 2,862. Interestingly enough, noticing that the percentages have not really changed much as these votes have come in. Henry Campfield at 14%, Brian Davis 40% of the vote, Mark Hollingsworth at 46%. Taking a look at the Baxter County judge race after this next latest round from Midway came in, County Judge Kevin Liddy at 64% of the vote with 3,906. JP District 11, Eric Payne at 2,215. We're continuing to watch and look for statewide results. We're not able to get that data yet for you, but we are gathering some statewide news to report also this evening. Taking a look at our Justice of the Peace races, District 2, incumbent Mike McDonald now stands at 380 votes. Tia Peters at 248. Justice of the Peace District 3, incumbent Rick Steiner at 320 votes. Jay Sabella, 299. Justice of the Peace District 7, incumbent Bob Nault at 330 votes. Brian Aids at 312. Justice of the Peace District 9, incumbent Cameron Davis, 300 votes. James Baker, 227. Justice of the Peace District 11, Tom Canta at 207 votes, and Danny Woods at 235. Constable races, District 1, Douglas Stevens at 280 votes, John Pate at 149.
Listen to Commissioner Gary Smith with more results.
Okay, we've got the results in, unofficial results in from Salesville Voting Center. Again, starting with the Republican ticket. For Senate, Mick Ashby, 10. Tom Cotton, 121. Jeb Little, 16, with 500 votes. Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 52. Kim Hammer, 55. Kathy Hardin Harrison, 36, 900 votes. Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 102. Christian Olson, 41, with 900 votes. For County Judge, Eric Payne, 90. Kevin Liddy, 58, with 400 votes. County Sheriff, Brian Davis, 53. Henry Campfield, 21. Mark Hollingsworth, 75, with 300 votes. Justice of the Peace, District 2, Tia Peters, 0. Mike McDonald, 1. There are no votes in the Justice of the Peace, District 3. There are no votes in the Justice of the Peace race, District 7. Justice of the Peace, District 9, James Baker, 30. Cameron Davis, 35, with 1 undervote. Justice of the Peace District 11, Danny Woods, 44. Tom Canta, 36. Constable District 1, no votes. Constable District 8, Tyler Brown, 4. Bobby Hicks, 1. Constable District 11, Tony Braswell, 43. Frankie Baker, 33, with 4 undervotes. Moving to the Democratic ticket. For Senate, Ethan Dunbar, 1. Haley Schoffer, 5. For Democratic Governor, Sufra Mays, 2. Fred Love, 4. State Supreme Court Associate Justice, John Adams, 53. Nick Brony, 90, 17 undervotes. No votes for the Viola School Board, and no votes for the isolated ballot initiative. And that was Salesville.
Salesville totals coming in. Let's recap where we stand so far. Baxter County Sheriff's Race. Henry Campfield, 888. Brian Davis, 2,525. Mark Hollingsworth, 2,937. As you look at the different election centers and I still call them boxes, but as you look at the different numbers that are coming in tonight, Davis took the absentee ballots. Hollingsworth has won every center since then. Safe to say we're going to a runoff. Pretty sure most of us believe that before we even started counting any votes tonight. Again, the totals for Baxter County Sheriff: Henry Campfield, 888. Brian Davis, 2,525. Mark Hollingsworth, 2,937. Current totals of Baxter County Judge Kevin Liddy, 3,964. JP District, Challenger Eric Payne, 2,305. We've got more totals coming in. Baxter County Clerk Kana Reese handing them to Gary Smith. In terms of statewide races, Hallie Schaffner has won the Democratic ticket and will face Tom Cotton in November.
In November, yeah.
Not that the Secretary of State's website is telling us that, but other news outlets are reporting that.
And those that are just joining us, we have heard an update that they're getting the votes together in Marion County, and we're waiting for those results to start seeing how those races are going too.
Keep checking ktlo.com/election central for all that. Of course, if you get tired, you want to go to bed, you can tune in live at 7 a.m. For our newscast in the morning, and we'll have a complete election recap. Gary Smith.
Okay, we've got the unofficial results from Norfork, and starting with the Republican ticket for Senate, Micah Ashby, 24, Tom Cotton, 156, Jeb Little, 18, with 11 undervotes. Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 84, Kim Hammer, 64, Kathy Hardin Harrison, 33, with 28 undervotes. Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 120, Christian Olson, 56, 33 undervotes. Republican County Judge, Eric Payne, 129, Kevin Liddy, 73, 7 undervotes. County Sheriff, Brian Davis, 90, Henry Campfield, 21, Mark Hollingsworth, 88, 10 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 2, no votes. Justice of the Peace, District 3, Rick Steiner, 1, Jay Sabella, 0. Justice of the Peace, District 7, no votes. Justice of the Peace, District 9, James Baker, 0, Cameron Davis, 1. Justice of the Peace, District 11, Danny Woods, 131, Tom Canta, 58, 13 undervotes. Constable, District 1, no votes. Constable, District 8, Tyler Brown, 3, Bobby Hicks, 0. Constable, District 11, Tony Brazel, 85, Frankie Baker, 101, 16 undervotes. Democratic ticket for Senate, Ethan Dunbar, 2, Haley Schoffer, 5. For Governor, Sufra Mays, 2, Fred Love, 5. State Supreme Court Associate Justice, John Adams, 77, Nick Brony, 99, with 40 undervotes. Viola School Board, Position 1, no votes. And no votes for the isolated school district ballot question.
Sammy, remind me what center that was again? Norfork.
Norfork.
Again, that was Norfork. So let's recap our totals so far. For Baxter County Sheriff, Henry Campfield, 909. Brian Davis, 2,615. Mark Hollingsworth, 3,025. Brian Davis is at 40% of the total vote. Mark Hollingsworth is at 46%.
And that figure has really not changed.
That figure has not changed at all since we got the early voting numbers. Again, it takes 50% plus one vote to avoid a runoff. It looks like we are headed to a runoff on March 31st for the Baxter County Sheriff's race. Another bag coming in as we speak. Lone Rock. And Lone Rock had a total of, let me check my list here. Thank you, 109 votes. Gary's excited. He gave me a thumbs up, so here we go.
Okay, unofficial results for Lone Rock, starting with the Republican ticket for Senate. Micah Ashby, 10. Tom Cotton, 81. Jeb Little, 9. 1 undervote. Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 45. Kim Hammer, 29. Kathy Hardin Harrison, 17, with 10 undervotes. Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 69. Christian Olson, 22, with 10 undervotes. County Judge, Eric Payne, 76. Kevin Liddy, 25. County Sheriff, Brian Davis, 49. Henry Campfield, 7. Mark Hollingsworth, 44, 1 undervote. No votes for Justice of the Peace District 2. No votes for Justice of the Peace District 3. Justice of the Peace District 7, Bob Nault, 2. Brian Age, 0. No votes for Justice of the Peace District 9. Justice of the Peace District 11, Danny Woods, 77. Tom Canta, 18, with 4 undervotes. No votes for Constable District 1. No votes for Constable District 8. Constable District 11, Tony Brazel, 38. Frankie Baker, 55, with 6 undervotes. Democratic ticket for Senate, Ethan Dunbar, 2. Haley Schaffner, 7, 1 undervote. Democratic Governor, Sufra Mays, 2. Fred Love, 8. Arkansas Supreme Court Associate Justice, John Adams, 44. Nick Broney, 53, with 14 undervotes. No votes for the Viola School District, and no votes for the isolated school ballot question. And that was Lone Rock.
Again, vote totals coming in from Lone Rock tonight. It's important to note on that Baxter County JP District 11. That's part of that area right there. Danny Woods, 487 votes. He won that he won that margin 77-18 in Lone Rock. That really put him ahead there. Danny Woods at 487. Tom Canta at 319. From the top, vote totals so far. Baxter County Sheriff Henry Campfield, 916. Brian Davis, 2,664. Mark Hollingsworth, 3,069. We're looking at how many votes we have left to tally here tonight. Doing math on live on the air is not fun, but we have a 405 vote differential in the Baxter County Sheriff's race. It's a 46-40% difference between Davis and Hollingsworth. For Baxter County Judge Kevin Liddy, 4,062. Challenger Eric Payne, 2,510. He won that Lone Rock box by a pretty wide margin. 689 votes left to count here tonight. 689. We got another tally from Gary Smith.
Unofficial
Here's Henderson.
results from Henderson. Republican ticket for Senate, Mick Ashby, 13. Tom Cotton, 125. Jeb Little, 4. 8 undervotes. Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 66. Kim Hammer, 44. Kathy Hardin Harrison, 24. Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 93. Christian Olson, 41, 16 undervotes. County Judge, Eric Payne, 38. Kevin Liddy, 110, 2 undervotes. County Sheriff, Brian Davis, 73. Henry Campfield, 26. Mark Hollingsworth, 49, 2 undervotes. No votes for Justice of the Peace District 2. Justice of the Peace District 3. Rick Steiner, 106. Jay Sabella, 30. 9 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, 7 no votes. Justice of the Peace, 9. Cameron Davis, 1. James Baker, 0. No votes for Justice of the Peace, District 11. No votes for Constable, District 1. Constable, District 8. Tyler Brown, 2. Bobby Hicks, 0. 1 undervote. No votes in the Constable race, District 11. Democratic ticket for Senate, Ethan Dunbar, 0. Haley Schaffner, 9. Democratic governor, Sufra Mays, 1. Fred Love, 8. State Supreme Court Associate Justice, John Adams, 50. Nick Brony, 87. 24 undervotes. In the Viola School Board race, Derek Winter, 52. Craig Batterton, 27, with 4 undervotes. And no votes in the ballot, isolated ballot initiative. It's Henderson.
Again, that was Henderson results. Let's take it from the top. For Baxter County Sheriff, Henry Campfield, 942 votes. Brian Davis, 2,737. Mark Hollingsworth, 6,700. Excuse me.
Okay.
I was given the vote total. Let me take it from the top. Henry Campfield, 942. Brian Davis, 2,737. Mark Hollingsworth, 3,118. Again, sitting at a 46 to 40% percentage difference on that. Let's look at the individual vote centers on the sheriff's race and kind of look at the numbers again. Absentee ballots. Davis won the absentee ballots with 15 votes. Hollingsworth had 12. Campfield had 8. Early voting, Hollingsworth had 2,015. Brian Davis had 1,817. Campfield had 560. In Cotter, Mark Hollingsworth, 69 votes. Brian Davis, 57. Henry Campfield, 26. Eastside Baptist Church, Mark Hollingsworth, 239. Brian Davis, 163. Henry Campfield, 88. First United Methodist Church, Hollingsworth, 456. Davis, 366. Campfield, 153. Henderson. Davis won that one with 73. Hollingsworth, 49. Campfield, 26. Lone Rock. Davis won 49. Hollingsworth, 44. Campfield, 7. Midway. Hollingsworth led that one with 71. Davis, 54. Campfield, 32. Norfork. Davis carried Norfork 90, Hollingsworth 88, Campfield 21. And Salesville, Hollingsworth carried with 75, Davis 53, and Campfield 21.
3 more to report, and we got, looks like 2 walking in right now.
Great job by the election commissioners tonight. They've done it. I know they're tired. They've been working hard on this. It's a big voter turnout. Again, 7,922 votes cast in a non-presidential year. That's pretty good for Baxter County.
Yeah, we haven't seen primary turnout like this since 2022.
Some of those commissioners look like they haven't seen a primary like this since 22 as well.
Usually we have so much, they put the 0 tapes in with the results tapes, and when you got a 50-50 chance of getting the result tapes.
That's all right. As long as they put all those tapes in one bag,
Yeah,
we're good to go, right?
You'll get a good, Gary, by the end of the night.
Yeah. Okay, Northeast.
Northeast Lakeside.
Northeast Lakeside. Republican ticket for Senate. Micah Ashby, 34. Tom Cotton, 202. Jeb Little, 17, with 7 undervotes. Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 103. Kim Hammer, 73. Kathy Hardin Harrison, 56. 28 undervotes. Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 163. Christian Olson, 71. Undervotes, 26. County Judge Eric Payne, 106. Kevin Liddy, 149, with 5 undervotes. County Sheriff Brian Davis, 82. Henry Campfield, 52. Mark Hollingsworth, 121, 5 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 2, Tia Peters, 1. Mike McDonald, 4, 1 undervote. Justice of the Peace, District 3, Rick Steiner, 94. Jay Sabella, 37, 8 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 7, Bob Nault, 2. Brian Age, 7. Justice of the Peace, District 9, James Baker, 28. Cameron Davis, 56, 5 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 11, Danny Woods, 0. Tom Canta, 1. Constable Race, District 1, Doug Stevens, 1. John Pate, 1. Constable District 8, Tyler Brown, 2. Bobby Hicks, 4, 1 undervote. Constable District 11, Tony Braswell, 0. Frankie Baker, 1. Democratic ticket for Senate, Ethan Dunbar, 5. Haley Schaffner, 8, 1 undervote. For Governor, Sufra Mays, 1. Fred Love, 12, 1 undervote. For the State Supreme Court Associate Justice position, John Adams, 91. Nick Brony, 153, 34 undervotes. For the Viola School Board, position 1, Derek Winter, 0. Craig Batterington, 1. And no votes on the isolated school district initiative.
Again, that was
Northeast Lakeside?
Northeast Lakeside. Vote totals in that box, okay? Lakeview is coming up.
Okay, Lakeview, starting with the Republican ticket for Senate, Mick Ashby, 16. Tom Cotton, 174. Jeb Little, 7, 1 undervote. Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 67. Kim Hammer, 71. Kathy Hardin Harrison, 47, with 13 undervotes. Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 134. Christian Olson, 51, 13 undervotes. County Judge, Eric Payne, 63. Kevin Liddy, 130, 5 undervotes. County Sheriff, Brian Davis, 84. Henry Campfield, 18. Mark Hollingsworth, 93, with 3 undervotes. Justice of the Peace, District 2, Tia Peters, 1. Mike McDonald, 1. No votes for Justice of the Peace, District 3. Justice of the Peace, District 7, Bob Nault, 0. Brian Age, 1. No votes for Justice of the Peace, District 9. No votes for Justice of the Peace, District 11. Constable, District 1, Douglas Stevens, 110. John Pate, 65, 18 undervotes. Constable, District 8, Tyler Brown, 1. Bobby Hicks, 0. No votes for Constable, District 11. Moving to the Democratic ticket. Ethan Dunbar, 5. Haley Schaffner, 12, 1 undervote. For Governor, Sufra Mays, 5. Fred Love, 12, 1 undervote. For the Supreme Court Associate Justice position, John Adams, 68. Nick Brony, 130, 18 undervotes. No votes in the Viola School Board race. And no votes for the isolated school district initiative. Lakeview.
All right, to update everyone for the Baxter County Courthouse, we have Big Flat is the only box remaining. There were 34 votes, so most of these have come into a clear picture tonight. From the top, voting totals so far: Baxter County Sheriff's Race, Henry Campfield, 1,012. Brian Davis, 2,903. Mark Hollingsworth, 3,332. We're set for a runoff effective March 31st. Baxter County, we've re-elected County Judge Kevin Liddy. Totals tonight, 4,551. Challenger Eric Payne, 2,717. Again, Big Flat is left with 34 votes to go. Justice of the Peace, District 2. Incumbent Mike McDonald, 386. Challenger Tia Peters, 250. Mike will return to the quorum court. JP District 3, incumbent Rick Steiner holds his seat with 521 votes. He was challenged by Jay Sabella, 366. JP District 7, incumbent Bob Nault, 334. Brian Aids, 320. Looks like Bob Nault has been reelected as well. JP District 9, incumbent Cameron Davis, reelected tonight, 393 votes, and challenged by Jim Baker with 285. JP District 11, this is the seat that will be vacated by Eric Payne. Danny Woods has been elected to the Baxter County Quorum Court with 487 votes. He was challenged by Tom Canta with 320. Constable District 11, Doug Stevens, 391. John Pate, 215. Constable District 8, Constable Tyler Brown, 440. Challenged by Bobby Hicks, 254. Constable District 11, Tony Brazel, 354. Frankie Baker, 406. Viola School District, Derek Winter, 76. Craig Batterton, 49. In the isolated school district ballot, 4-5 against 0. And then, of course, our statewide races that we can recap. For governors, State Senator Fred Love with 405 votes locally. He will challenge Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders in November. U.S. Senate, Senator Tom Cotton, overwhelmingly in Baxter County, 5,895 votes. Hallie Schaffner will challenge Tom Cotton in November. She received 420 votes here in Baxter County. Secretary of State Brian Norris, this is Baxter County only, 2,649. Senator Kim Hammer, 2,422. Judge Kathy Hardin Harrison, 1,531. Again, that's looking like a runoff statewide for the Secretary of State position. Commissioner of State Lands Cole Jester in Baxter County received 4,638 votes. Christian Olson received 1,900. State Supreme Court Associate Justice Position 3, John Adams, 2,528. Arkansas Supreme Court Justice Nick Bronny, 4,474 votes here in Baxter County.
I'm checking in back at the KTLO studios for updates on Marion and Fulton County. We are still awaiting those results. Our man down there has been calling and checking with them. We're still working on getting you those results on those races too.
Again, we're just awaiting Big Flat to come in, 34 votes there, but the lead story, Baxter County has reelected Kevin Liddy as judge by an overwhelmingly majority of 63%. Eric Payne received 37. Baxter County Sheriff's Race, everyone had different thoughts, but we all thought it was probably going to go to a runoff, and it will, between Mark Hollingsworth, who received the majority of the votes tonight, but not enough to avoid a runoff. Hollingsworth with 46%, Brian Davis with 40%.
And that'll be 4 weeks from today.
That will be 4 weeks from today. They'll do early voting 2 weeks prior. Or 1 week prior. Thank you, Scott Lyles. 1 week prior, and that's during business hours only. It's a Monday through Friday. I don't know what business hours are here. They're different in radio. So is it at 8 to 4:30? Courthouse hours, okay. But it's not going to happen at the courthouse. It's going to happen at First United Methodist Church. So early voting for that. And don't worry, there will be plenty of information and advertising to follow on that. Hey, so with Scott here, I'm going to remind everyone, you have until, if your election is finalized tonight, everyone has until March 8th. to remove signs. Is that correct? If we're
Come on
gonna,
over here.
We're going to do an impromptu interview with Scott Lyles there, Mountain Home City Clerk. Thank you, Scott.
Oh, that's you're welcome. Yes, you have until Sunday night, Monday morning. Take your signs down. You got 5 days after the election.
5 days after the election, so all but those signs for Baxter County Sheriff, they're going to come down in the next 5 days. So, again, we're awaiting the results from Big Flat. 34 more votes to tally, and really waiting to hear from Marian County, see what some of those results are in Fulton County, of course, along with Boone and Stone County races as well. Let's take a break here from the courthouse. We'll send it back to the studio and Adam for Sammy Raycraft, Becca Zerker. This is Heather Loftus reporting live from Baxter County Courthouse. I just am afraid to sign out because I'm not sure I can sign back in.
Well, it'll be 1 week courthouse.
Yeah, I got it real quick. Yeah, it's kind of the county's fault. The counties are lagging getting their stuff in. Or Secretary of State's doing the best they can. They're waiting on all the counties to look over it.
So do they just get
Yeah,
the
I was-
raw data from those?
Yeah.
And then they just have to do it also?
Yeah, pretty much the county clerk will call it in or transmit it in. And a lot of them, they probably just wait till they get everything in.
Put that.
Do you ever get anything from Marian County?
No, and Jesse over there, he's been
Yeah.
checking it in just to see if, I guess, what is it,
That's right, we're gonna be done when we get everything.
yeah.
tallied.
It was after 8 o'clock, and they were just bringing in the voting machines.
Yeah.
Is that what the commercial? One coat.
It's the one with the ferrets.
You still gotta write all the recaps for the night.
Well, what time do you get in in the morning? Do you get
Same
ready?
old, same old.
Same old?
4:35.
Yeah, I gotta get up and, follow that weather. When we call in the weather, give it to you now.
How much rain did you get? I wasn't paying attention the last couple days, but Jesse was taking numbers.
Nothing, I reported nothing this morning. The day before it was same as Rick Steiner, like 1.05.
Okay.
But in the month of February, because it was Sunday, I didn't get to call it in. It was .90, so
Yeah.
beat a month in one day there.
That's what we were
I
saying.
said, like, one point, I think the kids said, I had 1.4 at my house. We only live like 3 miles apart.
Well, we had 1.6, so. I hope we get a bunch more. I hope it's won't be bad tomorrow, but
It's supposed to start about 3 o'clock, isn't it?
that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Such a rain.
Yeah, we gotta be fast tomorrow, picking up the machinery.
Yeah.
I mean, doing it late is not fun.
No.
So you have to bring all the machine, bring it back in from them, and then bring it all back out?
And then bring it out on Monday, bring it back on Wednesday. Now it looks like it'll be raining or not, or a month from now.
Do it all over
Why don't
again.
you just leave them there? I don't know if it'd be a willful item or not. Who was the voting machine when we were in the house? He's kind of bored.
It's not like an ATM.
No, it would be.
You still gotta keep on filling up your own ATM. Oh, it's that piano bar over there on the corner.
That's what
They really that night?
Really that night?
I go by there, you can just hear them be guess they had to top all that. If you get there and look, there's only like 80 lines that are changing, not counting stuff that's repeated in different sections.
When's the last time that ordinance was really changed though?
Probably 10 years ago. I mean, it's based on one written in the 70s, and they have just kind of added to it here and there. You can tell it's from the 70s because they were really concerned with drive-in restaurants, funeral homes, and gas stations. That's what they talk about the whole time. We worked on that. It's been about 6 months around. Not at the moment, no. We've got, poking around the city code, we've got a bunch of old,
She would like to do the church first, so we could just.
got a bunch of old rates or something.
There.
We can go in and take that.
Give her out.
I can't even remember what it was.
Probably make.
Slept
Yeah,
over the
that's,
weekend,
I can
so.
see the Lakeview, and I get into Midway. God, that's a wild card, you do that one.
I need to get everything together and send it on, particularly, talk about it, and say, I'm ready back for a year now, and keep passing new stuff, and I'm like, well, let's stick that in there, we'll get it updated. I kinda wanna get the zoning use table plugged in there before we update it, just so people will have it to refer to, so.
Going to the runoff, sir. Ready for round two? Ryan,
Good, how are you?
ready. Hey, John.
Here, how are you?
We're only waiting on the big flash, you know that, right?
Yeah, and you know, the worst part, Gary, I think one time we actually took a helicopter and brought it up so y'all could get out early. I just didn't think this would be a good year to do that.
No, I agree.
It's actually Big Flat was either the first or second box got counted that year.
Yeah, we're waiting for 34 votes to come in. Every election. Hi, Miss Karen, how you doing?
I'm good, Gary, how are you?
Tired, thanks for asking.
You look great on television, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't prepared for, I wasn't prepared for the video aspect of this, and I'm used to the radio. I got a face for radio.
Well, you did well.
So wait on big flat as usual. Same elections never change. This has been the smoothest I've ever seen. Yes, I like it.
Well, we've had a couple of meetings, but it's, like I said, when I was retiring from the military, I never had that one perfect flight where everything went just the way I wanted it to. But, like, we've never had the perfect election where everything went just as it should. But,
Hey, come a long ways with shot forwards and,
It has, it's good.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy trying to do
Yeah.
that.
Yes, it is. But we got these girls here. We put some more in here.
Studio, get queued up. We're gonna get ready to go back here in a second. Do you want him to take the mic, Heather? Confirm studio. Okay.
It was about 9,000 degrees here earlier. Okay, Adam, ready when you are. We're still waiting on the returns from Big Flat tonight. Of course, 34 votes outstanding tonight. But joining us live here at the courthouse is candidate for Baxter County Sheriff Brian Davis. We're headed to a runoff, sir.
Well, it's not completely the outcome that we wanted, but I believe it's what we kind of expected. We've got some work we've got to do, but we're going to get after it and get it done. Going to make it happen. I want to thank the voters that voted for me. Those that didn't vote for me, I'd like to have the opportunity to talk to them and see what I can do to earn their vote. Thank everybody that supported me throughout this campaign. I thank my wife and son, Sheriff Montgomery and Karen Montgomery, and everyone else that supported me. I really appreciate it. I just want to ask the voters, I need your help again. Come back for the runoff election and vote again, and we can make this happen. We want to see the Sheriff's Office move forward, and I need their help to make that happen. I just want to thank my opponents for a good race and also congratulate all the other candidates for their wins.
Of course, as we're broadcasting, we're still waiting for the final votes to be tallied tonight, but it's a voting differential of 429 votes so far between you and Mr. Mark Hollingsworth. Were you surprised by any of the numbers you saw tonight?
I was a little disappointed in some of the numbers, but I mean, I think we can come back and make it happen. I'm not worried about it.
What are the most important things that you heard from the voters of Baxter County while you've been out on the election campaign trail, I should say? And it's been a long campaign trail. I mean, you guys have been working at this since November.
Yeah, you know, some of the biggest questions that I've been asked is one about animal control. I've been asked questions about the jail, just you know what the overall changes that I planted to make to the sheriff's office.
We appreciate your time tonight, and we'll be hearing more from you in the next coming weeks.
All right, thank you.
Heather Loftus, broadcasting live at the Baxter County Courthouse.
Okay, there you go.
I don't see any numbers on there yet. Are they final? Are they all of them, or are they just one? Did it? There we go. I got the email.
Ballots cast. Okay, here we go.
Okay, give me just a second to look through this before I go live.
Okay, yep.
Community center failed.
Those are all, yeah. Where's our, what was it, treasurer?
Oh yeah, oh, he's doing that, okay. Oh yeah, where's the treasurer?
Yeah, County Treasurer Cindy Mueller and Amber Knowles.
Okay.
Adam, if
We're
Jesse
ready.
may not be able to hear me, but since we don't have all the precincts, he's going to have to turn one of these precincts just into a total and just type the totals in.
Yep.
He could do early voting and election day, so.
Send it to me live when you're ready, Adam.
We thank you for listening to KTLO on the election day coverage. We go now live to Heather Loftus at the Baxter County Courthouse.
Heather Loftus and Sammy Ray Craft coming to you live. We have results from Marian County. Total ballots cast, 3,278. They had 1,690 on early voting, 1,588 on election day. I am scrolling through this.
These figures are just coming out.
They're just coming total. These are final. Marion County Treasurer Cindy Mueller has defeated Amber Knowles. Total votes cast for Mueller 1,415, for Knowles 1,168. Justice of the Peace District 9, Miles Wellen 211, John Rosenthal 162. Let me scroll through to the Community Center for Marion County. The initiative has failed. The voters failed to pass this time. Against the 0.25% sales and use tax, 2,417. For, 844. For the 0.5% tax, against 2,395. For, 866. Pretty sound defeat there.
Pretty definitive, yeah.
Pretty sound defeat there for the community center. We'll reach out to the people in Marion County and get some more information, but for now, those are the three big tickets, and we will update KTLO.com Election Central as soon as we can. Adam, back to you. No, it failed. Cindy won. 2,417 against, 844 for.
Adam, stand by. We got Big Flat coming in. Heather's doing another interview here, so yep, here she comes. Okay, we ready to go?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and kick it off, Adam.
Official results from Big Flat, starting with the
Gary Smith with Big Flat results.
Republican ticket for Senate. Micah Ashby, 2. Tom Cotton, 26. Jeb Little, 3. For Secretary of State, Brian Norris, 12. Kim Hammer, 13. Kathy Hardin Harrison, 5. 1 undervote. For Commissioner of State Lands, Cole Jester, 18. Christian Olson, 10. 3 undervotes. For County Judge, Eric Payne, 15. Kevin Liddy, 16. For County Sheriff, Brian Davis, 14. Henry Campfield, 0. Mark Hollingsworth, 14. 3 undervotes. There are no votes for Justice of the Peace District 2. There are no votes for Justice of the Peace District 3. There are no votes for Justice of the Peace District 7. Nor are there any votes for Justice of the Peace District 9. Justice of the Peace District 11, Danny Woods, 19. Tom Canta, 10. 2 undervotes. No votes for Constable in District 1. No votes for Constable in District 8. Constable District 11, Tony Brazel, 19. Frankie Baker, 7. 5 undervotes. Moving to the Democratic ticket for Senate, Ethan Dunbar, 1. Haley Schaffner, 1. For Governor, Sufra Mays, 0. Fred Love, 1. 1 undervote. The Supreme Court Associate Justice, John Adams, 9. Nick Broney, 20. 5 undervotes.
And that's the.
There are no
Senate
votes
printer
for the
here, folks.
Viola School Board District Position 1. And for the isolated school district ballot question, 4, 30 votes, against 3, 1 undervote. And folks, that's a wrap. Unofficially, unofficial results.
Unofficially, that's a wrap. And next time we do this, we will not put our microphone next to the loudest printer I have ever heard in my life.
But we do appreciate the printout.
We do appreciate it. We appreciate everyone tuning in and listening tonight. We've got your final vote results for Baxter County. From the top, here we go. Baxter County Sheriff, Henry Campfield, 1,012 votes, 14%. Brian Davis, 2,917, 40%. Mark Hollingsworth, 3,346. That is 46% of the vote. That's a vote differential of 429 votes. We are set for a runoff for the Baxter County Sheriff's race. That will happen March 31st. Baxter County has reelected County Judge Kevin Liddy with 4,567 total votes. Challenger Eric Payne received 2,732. JP District 2, Mike McDonald reelected with 386 votes. Challenger Tia Peters, 250. JP District 3, Rick Steiner reelected to the Quorum Court, 334 votes. Challenger Jay Sabella, 366. JP District 7, Bob Nault reelected with 334 votes. Challenger Brian Aids with 320. That was a close one. Just, 14 votes differentiating that.
Yep.
JP District 9, Cameron Davis reelected to the Quorum Court with 393 votes. Jim Baker, 285. JP District 11, Danny Woods elected to the Baxter County Quorum Court overwhelmingly with 506 votes. Tom Canta, 330. That's a 61-39% difference. Constable District 1, Doug Stevens, 391. John Pate, 215. Constable District 8, Tyler Brown, 440. Bobby Hicks, 254. Constable District 11, Frankie Baker, 413. Tony Brazel, 373. Viola School District, Derek Winter wins that with 76 votes, defeating Craig Batterton, 49. The Isolated School District ballot, 4 received 35 votes. Against, received 3. And again, State Senator Fred Love carried Baxter County with 406 votes for the Democratic governor ballot position. For U.S. Senate Republican, Tom Cotton overwhelmingly carried 83% of Baxter County with 5,921 votes. He'll face Democratic challenger Hallie Schaffner in November. She received 421 votes compared to 116 for Dunbar. That's a 78% to 22. Secretary of State, I haven't seen any statewide results yet, but I'm pretty sure that one's headed to a runoff as well. Brian Norris received 2,661 votes in Baxter County. Senator Kim Hammer, 2,435. Judge Kathy Harden Harrison, 1,536. Commissioner State Land, Secretary Cole Jester received 4,656 votes in Baxter County. Christian Olson, 1,910. And State Supreme Court Associate Justice, Position 3, Arkansas Supreme Court Justice Nick Bronny carried Baxter County, 4,494 votes. John Adams, 2,537. Sammy?
Recapping results out of Marion County this evening that we just received a few moments ago. In regards to the Community Center special election ballot questions, question 1, 0.25 sales and use task against 2,417 as opposed to 4,844, so that's 74% voting against. For the 0.5 sales tax, similar figures, 2,395 against, 866 votes, 73% voting against that initiative. Marion County Treasurer has been, Cindy Mueller has been elected new Marion County Treasurer, 1,415 votes, defeating Amber Knowles at 1,168, and Justice of the Peace District 9, Miles Whalen has won that seat, 211 votes, defeating John Rosenthal with 162 votes. And we are still waiting results to come in from Fulton County this evening. That's Fulton, Boone, and Stone County are the other counties that we are continuing to watch this evening and continuing to look for results from the Arkansas Secretary of State's website.
Secretary of State's website not had a lot of action yet tonight. Still waiting.
Very quiet.
Very quiet, but we'll get to work on that as well. We'll have all of your final election results at 7 a.m. tomorrow on KTLO FM. Sammy and I'll be joining you for a special edition of KTLO News here just in a few hours, probably.
And it seems that way, and we're getting word that Stone County came in just a moment ago. Let's see here if we can have that uploaded to us quickly. Once again, you can see all these results in real time by visiting KTLO.com.
We'll have all that together for you as well. I'd like to thank everyone who helped us here tonight. I'd like to thank the Election Commission. This is one of the smoothest election nights of my recent memory. I haven't been doing this as long as some, but it was very well organized, very well communicated, and hats off to everyone involved. I'd like to thank our student intern, Riley Roberts, who was behind the camera tonight. Many thanks to the great students at Mountain Home High School. They've done a lot of work for us behind the scenes, and they're a great representation of our school district and all the great things that are going on there. Again, to recap your election results tonight. For your Baxter County Quorum Court JPs, all your incumbents were reelected. Danny Woods was elected to fill the seat that's going to be vacated by Eric Payne. Of course, Eric challenged Baxter County Judge Kevin Liddy for county judge. Kevin Liddy won that pretty decisively tonight. And we're set for a runoff in the Baxter County Sheriff's race between Brian Davis and Mark Hollingsworth. 429 votes As of now, that might change one or two as they finalize and certify the ballots and the votes, but 429 votes separated the two candidates. We're set for a runoff effective March 31st. And all these other candidates, except for Davis and Hollingsworth, they need to have their signs removed by March 8th.
That's this Sunday.
That's this Sunday. There you go. Hey, I'd like to thank all the staff at KTLO, Becca Zerker, Sammy Raycraft, Adam Rogers, Jesse Zerker back at the studio tonight. We've come a long way since the chalkboard days of Bob Knight and Jim Bodenhammer, so this is pretty cool if you ask me.
I'm still not very good with the calculator, but I'm trying. I'm trying.
We'll see you in the morning. Thank you all for tuning in. For KTLO, this is Heather Loftus. You've been listening to Baxter County election results tonight.